Hello. So let's talk about how to eat for higher energy. I'm Dana, owner of Mind Body Healthy and founder of the Energy and Hormonal Rebalance System. This is my online holistic nutrition program that covers all of the areas of health needed to be rebalanced in order to restore your energy and to blast away chronic fatigue. I work with women who have battled bone-crushing fatigue for years, who have never found a solution yet, and who have been told that there is nothing wrong with them. And I help them regain their energy and their lives in as little as 6 months. Within my system, 3 focus areas are covered: nutrition, lifestyle, and habits like sleep and self-care, and of course, mindset. A single area isn't enough to improve energy from exhausted to energized, but when all 3 are incorporated and strengthened with combating fatigue in mind, my clients see results very quickly. So today I'm going to share a few of the diet strategies that my clients and I use to boost energy and to keep it high. So what you eat is important, absolutely, but how you eat is equally critical. When a client tells me she's eating healthy already, but not noticing any results, I immediately look at her eating habits for patterns that could be holding her back. And always there's at least one habit that needs to be changed. If I had to choose 2 very common dieting practices that hold women back and make their fatigue worse, it would be restricting calories and eating too often. So calorie restriction is a problem for 2 reasons. First, if you're not eating enough food, your brain is going to perceive this as a threat and then signal your adrenals to start producing your stress hormones. Second, restrictions always come with nutrient deficiencies, which also tells your body that it's in trouble, and then you lack very important energy-producing nutrients. So when your stress response is on, your body won't make energy, especially if your stress response is like continuously on, as it is for most women with chronic fatigue, people with high stress lifestyles. And then on the other hand, we also don't want to eat too much either. So a good rule of thumb is to get about 400 to 600 calories per meal each day. Now, eating too often isn't good for our energy either. Were you told at one point in your life to eat 3 meals and 2 to 3 snacks every day for higher energy? This actually turns off energy production. So the problem with this idea is that it's not focused on how your body actually makes energy for you, on how your mitochondria work. This outdated idea of eating often throughout the day actually leads to hormonal imbalances as well. So giving your body more of a break between meals helps to give your mitochondria more time to remove toxins and debris that interfere with energy production and allows for more energy to be made for you, which is what we want, right? Eating low carb is another really popular dietary choice these days. However, for most women with chronic fatigue, fad low carb diets like keto will actually create a hormonal imbalance that turns off energy production even more. Women with chronic fatigue have what's known as a maladaptive stress response. This means that somewhere along the line, your adrenals have lost their ability to keep up with the stress in your life and are most often overworked, undernourished, and weakened. Low carb diets lack some very important nutrients that are needed to support those poor adrenals and the whole system that keeps them functioning. And the lack of adequate carbs is also perceived as a threat. So again, the stress response is kicked in again. So it's a good idea to ditch the processed grains and junk food, but please make sure you're enjoying a variety of healthy carbs like vegetables, lentils, quinoa, beans, and of course, fruit in moderation. Eating too close to bedtime is another habit to break. When we eat at night, we disrupt our circadian rhythm, which makes sleep worse. And we need good sleep to have high energy. Plus, digestion takes a lot of energy and can interfere with your ability to relax when you want to fall asleep. So for best results, avoid food if you can in the 3 to 4 hours before you do want to fall asleep. One of my favorite strategies to keep my energy high is a daily 14-hour fast. Super simple. This just means I stop eating at about 6 p.m. each night, and then my first meal the next day is around 8 a.m. or maybe sometimes 9. Sometimes my fast can go up to 16, 17 hours, and sometimes I'm hungry and it's 12. There's not a hard and fast rule about this, but giving yourself that break, your body that break without food helps to improve the health of your mitochondria so that they can get into prime energy producing mode. Now, for women with chronic fatigue, fast beyond 16 hours is often seen as a threat. And that, again, will trigger that stress response, which we don't want to be happening when we're trying to rebuild our energy production systems. So just be very cautious of how long you're fasting for and always make sure it feels good to you. To reboot your energy and get rid of chronic fatigue, your habits and your nutrition need to be zeroed in on restoring the health and resiliency of your stress response. And of course, in conjunction with that, your mitochondria. And many popular eating habits today trigger more stress, and they keep you feeling exhausted and foggy. So just watch out for those. I've created a guide to help you start implementing the strategies I've talked about today. So if you'd like a copy, just use the link below the video and grab yours.